Welcome back. I'm Pratap here. Today is 28th August 2024. In this video, we are going to generate different supply demand zone reports useful for the premium subscribers. The first report we are going to generate is finding the stocks near demand and supply zones starting from half-yearly time frame. For half-yearly time frame, let us find the stocks near half-yearly demand zone. Only one stock is filtered. I will be giving you only few seconds time to watch this report. So I request you pause the video. You can study all the columns and parameters and then you can further proceed. In case if you doesn't understand how to study the report, I request you complete the training lesson 21.1. That is part 1 of lesson 21. There I have explained each and every column, their values, abbreviations in detail. Okay, now let's move on to the next report. For half-yearly time frame, let us find the stocks near half-yearly supply zone. One stock is filtered. The next time frame is quarterly. Let us find the stocks near quarterly demand zone. One stock is filtered near to the quarterly demand zone. The next report is for quarterly time frame. Let us find the stocks near quarterly supply zone. Two stocks are filtered near to the quarterly supply zone. The next time frame is monthly. Let us find the stocks near monthly demand zone. Only one stock is near to the monthly demand zone. The next report for monthly time frame, let us find the stocks near monthly supply zone. Three stocks are filtered. The next time frame is weekly. Let us find the stocks near weekly demand zone. 7 stocks are filtered near to the weekly demand zone. So then for weekly time frame, let us find the stocks near weekly supply zone. 8 stocks are filtered near to the weekly supply zone. The next time frame is daily. Entry time frame is daily. Let us find the stocks near daily demand zone. No stocks are available near to the daily demand zone. Let's go back. For daily time frame, let us find the stocks near daily supply zone. 6 stocks are filtered near to the daily supply zone. Let us identify the high liquidity zones, if any, from this list. This is a Pierce zone, not valid. So Ramco Cement is having a high liquidity daily supply zone, already tested 5 times and 5 rejections. If you can find a fine-tuned 5-minute zone or any high liquidity zone, because all the 5 times 5 rejections, maybe we need to, after fine-tuning, we might be knowing. If any high liquidity zone, even if it is tested, you can plan the trade. That's it. We have only one high liquidity daily supply zone from this list. The next time frame is 125 minutes. Let us find the stocks near 125 minutes demand zone. 4 stocks are filtered near to the 125 minutes demand zone. Next, for 125 minutes time frame, let's find the stocks near 125 minutes supply zone. So good number of stocks are filtered. I'm scrolling the list down. So total 18 stocks are filtered. Okay, the next time frame is 75 minutes. Let us find the stocks near 75 minutes demand zone. 4 stocks are filtered. Let's identify any high liquidity demand zone from this list. So here we have a high liquidity. Bosch is a fresh zone. So you need to fine tune. You need to look for a fresh fine tune 5 minutes. So we have identified one high liquidity 75 minutes demand zone from this list. So the next report for 75 minutes time frame, let us find the stocks near 75 minutes supply zone. 9 stocks are filtered. Let us identify any high liquidity supply zones from this list. Bata India is having a 75 minutes high liquidity supply zone. Opal is PS, so it is not valid. Next, LTF is having a L&T Finance is having a high liquidity supply zone, already tested 5 times. OFFS is also not valid, it is already pierced. So total how many valid supply zones? Bata India and LTF. So we have 2 valid high liquidity 75 minute supply zones from this list. Remaining 2 are pierced, so they are invalid. So next time frame is 25 minutes. Let us find the stocks near 25 minutes demand zone. 8 stocks are filtered. Next report for 25 minutes time frame, let us find the stocks near 25 minutes supply zone. So this is the filtered list. So total 17 stocks are filtered. The next time frame is 15 minutes. Let us find the stocks near 15 minutes demand zone. 6 stocks are filtered near to the 15 minutes demand zone. Let's verify any of these stocks are having a ITF demand zone confluence, that is 15 minutes and 75 minutes demand zone confluence. So 15 minutes demand zone with 75 minutes demand zone enabled. Let's filter. So 2 stocks are filtered. These 2 demand zones, but here ITC is already pierced. So let's verify any of these again having confluence with HTF time frame. (15 minutes with 75, 15 minutes with daily enabled the filter, and 75 minutes and daily also enabled. Let's filter. So ITC, but unfortunately it is pierced zone. Okay, no use. The next report for 15 minutes time frame, let us find the stocks near 15 minutes supply zone. 5 stocks are filtered. Let's verify out of these 5, any of them are having confluence with 75 minutes supply zone. 15 minutes and 75 minutes zone confluence, supply zone. So here 15 minutes and 75 minutes zone confluence is enabled, that is LTF and ITF confluence. So 3 stocks are filtered. In all these 3 stocks, the supply zones are having a confluence with 75 minutes, 15 minutes supply zones with 75 minutes zone confluence is there. Now let's verify again out of these 3, any one of these stocks are having even HTF confluence. So in the supply zone confluence, I am adding 15 minutes supply zone with daily supply zone is enabled. 75 and daily is supply zone is also enabled with all the 3 filters. So we didn't find any stocks because none of the stocks are having HTF confluence, but the 3 stocks are having ITF confluence. This is about 15 minutes time frame. Next time frame is 5 minutes. Let us find the stocks near 5 minutes demand zone. 9 stocks are filtered. Let's verify out of these 9, how many are having ITF confluence, that is 5 minutes and 15 minutes demand zone confluence. So 5 minutes and 15 minutes demand zone, I enable the filter. Now let's verify. So 3 stocks are filtered. These 3 stocks are having 5 minutes and 15 minutes zone confluence. Now let's check out of these 3 any HTF confluence is available. HTF is a daily demand zone confluence. Oh, not daily, sorry, 75. HTF is 75. So 5 minutes demand zone with 5 minutes demand zone with 75 is enabled, and also 15 minutes and 75 is also enabled with all the 3. So no, none of these stocks are having confluence with LTF, ITF and HTF. The next report, the time frame is 5 minutes, and let's find the stocks near 5 minute supply zone. Only 4 stocks are filtered near to the 5 minute supply zone. So let's verify any of these stocks are having confluence with ITF time frame, that is 5 minutes and 15 minutes supply zone confluence. So 5 minutes supply zone with 15 minutes supply zone, I have enabled this filter. So these 2 stocks are having 5 minutes and 15 minutes supply zone confluence, but second one is already pierced. Now let's verify any of these stocks are having again HTF confluence. So 5 minutes supply zone with 75 is enabled, 15 minutes and 75 minutes supply zone also we are enabling. With all the LTF, ITF, HTF confluence, we don't have any stocks. Okay, this is about stocks near demand and supply zones. Next report, let's generate a NIFTY and BANKNIFTY supply demand zone chain. First let's start with NIFTY starting from monthly time frame. I am generating monthly supply demand zone chain for NIFTY. And a few instructions: always look into the zone column to find the high liquidity zones. Look into the pierced column. If the pierced count is not 0, that means the zone is pierced. And remaining columns you can understand. And one point, the trend, whichever the time frame currently we are selecting, for example monthly, here monthly trend is LTF trend, that way you have to understand. And one time frame higher is quarterly, one more time frame higher is yearly. That is the way you have to understand the rest of the reports. Okay, the next report, changing the time frame to weekly, and let's find a weekly supply demand zone chain for NIFTY. Next time frame is daily. Let's find a daily supply demand zone chain for NIFTY. The next time frame is 125 minutes. Let's find 125 minutes supply demand zone chain for NIFTY. The next time frame is 75 minutes. Let us find 75 minutes supply demand zone chain for NIFTY. The next time frame is 25 minutes. Let us generate 25 minutes supply demand zone chain for NIFTY. The next time frame is 15 minutes. Now let's generate 15 minutes supply demand zone chain for NIFTY. The next time frame is 5 minutes. Let us generate 5 minutes supply demand zone chain for NIFTY. So this is about NIFTY supply demand zone chain. Now let us generate BANKNIFTY supply demand zone chain. Nifty Bank index is nothing but BANKNIFTY. So let's start with monthly time frame. Let us generate monthly supply demand zone chain for BANKNIFTY. The next time frame is weekly. Let us generate a weekly supply demand zone chain for Bank Nifty. The next time frame is daily. I'm generating daily supply demand zone chain for Bank Nifty. The next time frame is 125 minutes. I'm generating 125 minute supply demand zone chain for Bank Nifty. The next time frame is 75 minutes. I'm generating 75 minute supply demand zone chain for Bank Nifty. The next time frame is 25 minutes. I'm generating 25 minute supply demand zone chain for Bank Nifty. The next time frame is 15 minutes. I'm generating 15 minute supply demand zone chain for Bank Nifty. The last time frame is 5 minutes. Let us generate 5 minute supply demand zone chain for Bank Nifty. So this is about Nifty, Bank Nifty supply demand zone chain. Next we will generate a bullish and bearish trade setups for different income trades. So let's start with the monthly income trade bullish trade setup, that is entry time frame daily. Entry zone is a demand zone in bullish or bearish trade setup at daily. I am selecting bullish. This indicates a monthly income trade, entry time frame is daily. Bullish trade setup. And daily demand zone should not be pierced. So in the pierced count in daily time frame, I am setting minimum value 0, maximum value 0, which indicates zone pierced count is 0. Zone pierced count 0 means the zone is not pierced. Zone achievement is violated opposing zone. Minimum odd enhancer score is 12. With all the three filters are applied to daily demand zone, I am generating the report. So good number of stocks are currently supporting a bullish trade setup for bullish trade setup for monthly income trade. That is nothing but entry time frame is daily. I am scrolling the list down. Even Nifty 50 is supporting bullish trade setup. Okay, currently 30 stocks are filtered. All these 30 stocks currently supporting bullish trade setup for monthly income trade. The list is very big. So we can search for some high probability trade setups. So first let us check how many of these stocks are having ITF confluence. Entry time frame, that is a lower time frame, LTF is daily, so ITF is weekly. So the daily zone should be inside the weekly zone. Inside means overlapped with weekly zone. So demand zone confluence we are looking for. Daily and weekly demand zone confluence. So here in the demand zone confluence, we have daily demand zone with weekly demand zone. I am enabling this filter. Now let's filter the stocks. See, now the list is come down to 13 stocks. From 30 stocks, the list is come down to 13. These 13 stocks are having a ITF confluence. It doesn't mean the other stocks are not valid. They are also valid. But looking for, some people trade only in the zone confluence. For them it is useful. And we will also, because this trend is, ITF trend is uptrend, what we can do, we can also look into these stocks having a EMA confluence. Because ITF is weekly EMA confluence. This is the weekly time frame. We have demand zone, weekly demand zone with weekly EMA confluence. Weekly demand zone with weekly EMA confluence we selected. Out of 13, how many we will filter? Let's verify. Now 8 stocks. So these 8 stocks are supporting bullish trade setup, and also these 8 stocks are having zone confluence with weekly zone, And also all the weekly zones are having weekly EMA confluence. Okay, now let's remove this EMA confluence and look for LTF, ITF, HTF confluence. I am removing the filter. Now LTF, ITF, HTF demand zone confluence. So already we selected a daily demand zone with weekly demand zone confluence. Now daily demand zone with monthly demand zone HTF confluence, and also weekly and monthly, that is ITF and HTF confluence. That means LTF, ITF, HTF, all three are overlapped with each other. Only one stock is filtered, because monthly trend is also uptrend. Let's verify whether this stock is even having confluence with monthly EMA confluence, because all the daily and weekly are confluence with, that means overlapped with monthly zone. They are part of monthly zone. So if monthly zone is having monthly EMA, it is a high probability trade setup. So that's why in the EMA confluence in monthly time frame, because the zone is demand zone, the demand zone, monthly demand zone with monthly EMA confluence filter I selected. Let's verify. It's good. This ZNFC is also having monthly EMA confluence. And the next report is bearish trade setup for monthly income trade. So entry time frame is daily. Entry zone should be supply zone. And also in bullish or bearish trade setup at daily time frame, I am selecting the value bearish. And this daily supply zone should not be pierced. So in the pierced count column, in daily time frame, minimum value I am selecting 0, maximum value I am selecting 0. That means daily supply zone is not pierced. Zone achievement is violated opposing zone. Minimum odd enhancer score is 12. All the three filters are applied to daily supply zone. So currently there are no stocks supporting a bearish trade setup for monthly income trade, entry time frame daily. So the next report we go for bullish trade setup for weekly income trade. In weekly income trade, entry time frame is 75 minutes. Entry zone is a demand zone. In bullish or bearish trade setup at 75 minutes, selecting bullish. This 75 minutes demand zone should not be pierced. So in the pierced count at 75 minutes time frame, minimum value 0, maximum value is set 0. And zone achievement is violated opposing zone. Minimum odd enhancer score is 12. All the three filters are applied to 75 minutes demand zone. Let's filter the stocks. 15 stocks are filtered. And all these 15 stocks are currently supporting bullish trade setup for weekly income trade. Both NIFTY and NIFTY next 50 are also supporting bullish trade setup for weekly income trade. Now let's verify out of these 15 how many stocks are having zone confluence with ITF time frame. For 75 minutes entry, ITF is a daily. So let's look for 75 minutes demand zone confluence with daily demand zone confluence. So here we have 75 with the daily confluence. I enabled this option. Now let's filter. Now from the 15 stocks, the list is reduced to 8. All these 8 stocks are currently supporting bullish trade setup for weekly income trade. That is entry time frame is 75 minutes. Now let's verify how many of these zones, because all these 75 minute zones, entry zones are confluence with daily. That means they are part of the daily zone. Now let's verify whether daily zone is having daily EMA confluence. That is a high probability trade setup. So in the EMA confluence, the daily time frame, I am selecting daily demand zone with daily EMA confluence. So with this filter, out of 7, 6 stocks are filtered. That means all these 6 stocks are having a daily ITF zone is a daily. The daily zone is having daily EMA confluence. The trend is uptrend. And all LTF zones are part of the daily zone. That means they are confluence with daily. And all these stocks are supporting bullish trade setup for weekly income trade. Okay, next we will remove this EMA filter and let's look for LTF, ITF and HTF confluence. The original filter list is 15. Out of those 15 stocks, how many of these stocks are having LTF, ITF and HTF? Already 75 minutes demand zone with daily confluence is enabled. Now with HTF confluence 75 and weekly is also enabled. And a daily, that is ITF zone, and a HTF zone, that is a daily, weekly is also enabled. With all the three filters, let's verify how many will filter from the 15 stocks. Only 2 stocks. These 2 stocks are having LTF and ITF confluence. Because all these LTF and ITF, that is 75 and daily, are part of the weekly zone because they are having weekly confluence. Now let's check weekly EMA confluence is there or not. So in the EMA confluence, weekly time frame, we are looking for weekly demand zone with weekly EMA confluence. Let's filter. One stock is filter and a weekly zone is also uptrend, so it makes sense. So it's a high probability trade setup zone. So this is the bullish trade setup for weekly income trade. The next report, bearish trade setup for weekly income trade. So weekly income trade entry time frame is 75 minutes. Entry zone for bearish trade setup is supply zone. In bullish or bearish trade setup at 75 minutes entry time frame, I am selecting the value bearish. This 75 minutes supply zone should not be pierced. So in the pierced count 75 minutes time frame, I am setting minimum value 0, maximum value 0. Zone achievement is violated opposing zone. Minimum odd enhancer score is 12. All the 3 filters are applied to 75 minutes supply zone. Now let's filter. Only one stock is filtered. And currently this stock is supporting bearish trade setup for weekly income trade. Now let's verify whether this is having confluence with ITF time frame, that is 75 minute zone and daily zone confluence, supply zone confluence. So 75 minutes supply zone with daily supply zone confluence I enabled. Let's filter. No, that stock is not having a confluence with ITF time frame. Fine. So the next one is daily income trade bullish trade setup. For daily income trade bullish trade setup, entry time frame is 15 minutes. Entry zone is demand zone. In bullish or bearish trade setup at 15 minutes, I am selecting bullish. The 15 minutes demand zone should not be pierced. So in the pierced count, 15 minutes time frame, I am setting minimum value 0, maximum value 0. That means zone is not pierced. Zone achievement is violated opposing zone. Minimum odd enhancer score is 12. All the 3 filters are applied to 15 minutes demand zone. So good number of stocks currently supporting bullish trade setup for daily income trade. Oh, even Reliance is also part of supporting bullish trade setup. Okay, so I am scrolling the list down. So 21 stocks are filtered. NIFTY mid-cap select indices is also supporting. Okay, fine. Out of these 21, let's verify how many of these stocks are having zone confluence with ITF time frame, that is 15 minutes and 75 minutes zone confluence, demand zone confluence. So here 15 minutes demand zone with 75 minutes demand zone, I am enabling this option with this filter. So total 17 stocks are filtered. All these 17 stocks are having 15 minute zones and 75 minute zone confluence. Now out of these 17, how many are having even EMA confluence? Because they are having 75 minutes 15 and 17 zone confluence, we need to check for the 75 minutes EMA confluence. It's not 75 EMA, the 75 minutes zone with daily EMA confluence. So in the EMA confluence, in the 75 minutes time frame, let us check this 75 minutes demand zone is having daily EMA confluence. 75 minutes demand zone with daily EMA confluence filter is enabled from 17. Let's verify. 5 stocks are filtered from 17. These 5 stocks are having daily EMA confluence, the 75 minute zone. But 15 minutes is the entry. The 15 minutes is overlapped with daily zone. So it's also, the entry zone is also like having EMA confluence. That way we need to understand the system. So Reliance is also having a 75 minutes demand zone with daily EMA confluence. Already it is tested. Probably it picked up the orders and moving towards the supply zone. Okay, fine. Now let me remove the filter EMA confluence. Now let us look for LTF, ITF, HTF confluence from the original list 17. Let's verify how many are having HTF confluence. So already 15 minutes and 75 is enabled. Now 15 minutes and daily demand zone confluence, that is HTF confluence, and also 75 minutes demand zone and daily demand zone confluence also enabled. With all the 3 filters, we got 5 stocks. And these 5 stocks are having a LTF, ITF, HTF confluence. That means 15 minutes demand zone, 75 minutes demand zone and daily demand zone, all the 3 are overlapped with each other. Okay, now they are overlapped with the daily. Let us check how many are having daily EMA confluence, because all the daily trend is up, only one stock. If this stock is filtered, we can ignore this stock, because always a trend should be uptrend. Because the daily trend is also uptrend in the first 4 stocks, let's verify if any of these stocks are having daily EMA confluence. So in the EMA confluence, in the daily time frame, the daily zone is having daily EMA confluence. Daily demand zone with daily EMA confluence is selected. Let's filter. So 2 stocks are filtered. So ignore the second one because the trend is sideways. Trend, we cannot look for EMA confluence. But Reliance is a trend is uptrend. So Reliance is a demand zone is having high probability trade setup. But it is recently tested, it seems. Okay, the next one is bearish trade setup for daily income trade. For bearish trade setup, daily income trade, entry time frame is 15 minutes. Entry zone is supply zone. In bullish or bearish trade setup at 15 minutes, I am selecting bearish. And 15 minute supply zone should not be pierced. So in the pierced count, 15 minutes time frame, I am setting minimum value 0, maximum value 0. Zone achievement should be violated, opposing zone, minimum odd enhancer score 12. All the 3 filters are applied to 15 minute supply zone. Now let's filter. 4 stocks are filtered and these 4 stocks are currently supporting bearish trade setup for daily income trade. And let us verify out of these 4, how many are currently having confluence with ITF time frame. In the supply zone confluence, 15 minute supply zone with 75 minute supply zone, I enabled the filter. 2 stocks are having the confluence, ITF confluence. And the power grid is near supply zone. RR is also good. It is a fresh zone. Only thing is you need to look for a fresh fine-tuned 5-minute zone as a confirmation that there is an institutional order flow. Okay, this is the, let us check this. These demand zones are having, any of these demand zones are having daily EMA confluence, because they are overlapped with 75 minutes time frame. Whether the 75 minute zone is having supply zone, 75 minute supply zone with daily EMA confluence. This is enabled. Let's filter. Oh, Power Grid is having, it is a stock near the supply zone, and also it is having a daily EMA confluence. The 75 minute zone is having. Okay, now I am removing the filter, EMA confluence filter. Let's verify those stocks are having even HTF confluence. The 15-minute supply zone with daily supply zone is enabled, and also 75 and daily is also enabled. That means the 15 minutes, 75 minutes and daily, all the three should have overlapped with each other. So no stocks are having a HTF confluence. So the next report is hourly income trade bullish trade setup. For hourly income trade, entry time frame is 5 minutes. Entry zone is a demand zone. And in bullish or bearish trade setup at 5 minutes, I am selecting bullish. And this 5 minutes demand zone should not be pierced. So in the pierced count, in the 5 minutes time frame, I am setting minimum value 0, maximum value 0. And the zone achievement is a violated opposing zone. Minimum odd enhanced score is 12. With all the three filters are applied to 5 minutes demand zone. Now let's filter. So we got a good number of stocks currently supporting bullish trade setup for hourly income trade. This is for day trading. Even Nifty 50 is also having hourly income trade bullish trade setup. Let me scroll the list down. So total 19 stocks are filtered. Let's verify out of these 19 how many are having confluence with ITF time frame. For 5 minutes entry time frame, ITF is 15 minutes. So 5 minutes and 15 minutes demand zone confluence we should look for. So 5 minutes demand zone with 15 minutes demand zone, I enable the filter. With this filter, we have listed 16 stocks. The list is come down to 16. All these 16 stocks are having confluence with the 15 minute zone. That means even Nifty 50 5 minute zone is also having confluence with 15 minute zone, and also Nifty 50 demand zone is a high liquidity zone. Even Nifty mid cap select is also supporting. That is also high liquidity zone. Now out of these 16, how many, because the 5 minute zone is having confluence with 15 minute zone, let's verify how many of these 15 minute zones are having a confluence with the EMA 20, daily EMA 20. So in the EMA confluence, the 15 minutes time frame, because 5 minutes is overlapped with 15 minutes, so the 15 minute zone is having EMA confluence. 15 minutes demand zone with daily EMA confluence. We are verifying. Now only one stock is currently supporting confluence with daily time frame, NTPC. Okay, now I am removing the EMA filter. Now let me look for LTF, ITF and HTF confluence. That is 5 minutes, 15 minutes and 75 minutes demand zone confluence. Already 5 minutes demand zone with 15 is enabled. Next 5 minutes demand zone with 75 I am enabling, and 15 and 75 also just enabling. And with all the three filters, let's verify. So 9 stocks are currently supporting LTF, ITF and HTF zone confluence. That means 5-minute zone and 5 minutes and 15 minutes overlapped, and again both together overlapped with the 75-minute zone. And many of these 75-minute zones are having uptrend. Only 2 stocks are sideways, except these 2 remaining stocks. If they are having any of the daily EMA confluence, it is a high probability trade setup. So 75 minutes demand zone. Why we are checking 75? Because 5 minutes and 15 minutes both zones are overlapped with the 75-minute zone. That's why 75-minute zone we need to look for EMA confluence. So in the EMA confluence in 75 minutes time frame, I am looking for 75 minutes demand zone with 75 minutes 75 minutes demand zone with daily EMA confluence, because the last EMA time frame is daily, to get the accurate results. Only one stock, Cub. Cub is having a high liquidity, and moreover it is a high liquidity zone, and this zone is having confluence with LTF, ITF, HTF, and also this Cub 75-minute zone is also having confluence with daily EMA. So high probability trade setup. But the problem is here, have you selected EMA? Yeah, but it is sideways. 75 minutes trend. So EMA confluence really doesn't make any value addition. If it is uptrend, okay. Sideways we can't predict. But anyway, it is a high liquidity zone. That is one advantage. RR is also 1:3 is there, close to 1:3. If you further fine tune, you may get, this is a type 1 proximal. Type 2 proximal, you may get more reward. Okay, this is about a bullish trade setup for hourly income trade. Next, bearish trade setup for hourly income trade. Entry time frame is 5 minutes. Entry zone is supply zone. In bullish or bearish trade setup at 5 minutes, I am selecting bearish. This 5-minute supply zone should not be pierced. So in the pierced count, in 5 minutes time frame, minimum value I am setting 0, maximum value 0. That means zone is not pierced. And zone achievement is violated opposing zone. Minimum odd and enhanced score is 12. All the 3 filters are applied to 5-minute supply zone. Now let's filter. So 5 stocks are filtered. And these 5 stocks are currently supporting bearish trade setup for hourly income trade. Let's verify any of these stocks are having confluence with ITF time frame. That is 5 minutes and 15 minutes supply zone confluence. So here we have the 5 minutes and 15 minutes supply zone. I just enabled the filter. Let's verify. Out of the 5, 3 stocks are filtered. And all these 3 stocks are having confluence with ITF time frame. ITF is 15 minutes. Now let's verify with any of these 15-minute zones, supply zones are having confluence with EMA confluence with daily EMA. So in the EMA, 15 minutes time frame, 15 minute supply zone with daily EMA confluence. Now none of those supply zones are having EMA confluence. Fine. I am removing this filter because earlier 3 stocks are filtered. Out of the 3, let us verify any of the stocks are even having HTF confluence, supply zone confluence. So already 5 minute supply zone, 15 minute supply zone is enabled. Next 5 minute supply zone with HTF, that is 75 is enabled. And 15 and 75 is also just enabled with all the 3 filters. Let's verify LTF, ITF, HTF confluence. So these 2 stocks are having LTF, ITF, HTF confluence. Let's verify if this BEL is having, because we can't, Biocon is sideways. Let's verify BEL is having daily EMA confluence. It is a 75 minute zone. So the 75 minutes supply zone is having daily EMA confluence. because 15 minutes and 5 minutes and 15 minutes are overlapped with 75. That's why the 75 minute supply zone, if daily EMA is there, even it is a high probability trade setup. Excellent. BEL is having even EMA confluence, daily EMA confluence. You can check the filter here. 75 minute supply zone with daily EMA confluence. And also they are having 5 minutes, 15 minutes and 75 minute zone confluence. And it is a bearish trade setup. Entry time frame 5 minutes. So this is a high probability trade setup, and supply zone is having a very good RR. So it's an intraday trade. So this is about a bearish trade setup for hourly income trade. With this we have completed bullish and bearish trade setups for R4 income trades. All 4 types of income trades. Now in the final report, let us generate the stop buffers based on daily ATR. So all these are all daily ATRs and different stop buffers, and I am scrolling the list down. First 17 in this list are indices, including all sectorial indices. Remaining all are equity stocks, but they are filtered from F&O list. So I am scrolling the list down. Whichever the stock you want to refer, there you please pause the video. Okay, I am scrolling the list down. So with this we have completed all our reports. Hope this information will be useful to you for your further study and analysis. Let's all meet again in our next video. Thank you.